nothing left to lose or use. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh. Okay, Therrybot. Well, hello everyone. Therrybot is here, so I'm gonna go ahead and read out their joke. What do you call a gorilla wearing headphones? Anything you like, he can't hear you. LOL, that's kind of funny. Hello, welcome in, princess. How are you doing? My bad habits lead to you. Ooh. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited for this next season. There are so many cool characters looking. I have a feeling some of my favorite like NPCs are gonna die, so I'm trying not to get too attached. But I love all of the new heroes. So we have like Indris. There's also some like evil lady. I don't know. I'm vibing with her. She looks like evil Galadriel. And then there's also Kula is coming out, and I just love her. I think all of the designs for the new characters are awesome. Tonight I have something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. Ooh, and I'm probably gonna also start playing Pali. What is that game called? Let me Google it. Is it Palia? No, that's a very cute bird though. And thank you so much for the ping. It didn't get me that time. And welcome in, Zio. My bad habits lead to you. Ooh. All right. What is this? Earn rewards by purchasing or gifting subs to her. It looks like some sort of Crunchyroll drop. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna do something I never do and I lurk. I know it's a big surprise. How could you, CO? You're always here. You're always the most active chatter. Just kidding. But welcome in. And thank you so much for the lurk. I truly appreciate it. Oh my gosh, my mic. It almost fell. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go continue with the series, and then if anybody is interested, we can always talk about the Echoes of Descent, because I do have some theories. And then when I come up with theories, this is coming with my limited knowledge, okay? These aren't really like serious theories. They're just like what I've seen from like the trailers and stuff. I'm always here lurking in the darkness. Oh, you're Temu Batman. Imagine. Temu, shop like a billionaire. Temu. You know, there's a whole song. And I actually need to buckle up, and then I need to finish all of this stuff with the quest, because we only have 3 days left. And with Fairy Sonata as well. Every time you go down, you know I can't say no. So I'm actually gonna do this. If I were a cat, I'd spend all my 9 lives with you. Aww. That's sweet.
You like me.
And tonight I have something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights standing alone. I have 2 drinks today. I have water and Coke. But I only have a little bit of both, to be honest, because I also drank these for lunch. Oh, I wonder why they put Granny back on my team. I put Talene there last time. Oh, is it because this one doesn't let you use Celestials? I wonder if that's why. Tonight I have something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights standing alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know. And this will be the last, but it probably won't. We got defeated. I thought we won, to be honest. But let's go ahead and go over here. We'll claim all of this stuff. Then we'll go to the store. We'll buy more of the Lucy pack. Because I'm going to completely focus on getting Lucy first. And then we'll jump into the other stuff. And the reason I'm not opening the chest yet is because I want to see if Floribel, I already have her max, so no need. Vala? Is she max? We'll take it, we'll take it. Let's go ahead and start the quest cell. Construction log. Metal support frame, progress ongoing. Luminite mining progress ongoing. I'm not gonna read all that. It's just like ongoing, progress. This record is followed by a detailed list of personal assignments, workflow protocols, and safety regulations for each job, presented in such a clear and standardized format that it could practically knock someone out with its thoroughness. Timu, shop like a billionaire. I may or may not be here just in spirit. Wonderful. Got some things to get done. Regardless, I wouldn't mind hearing about the theories involving the new chapter. I see time. Welcome in. So I don't have anything concrete yet. Let me read this first. And thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. You saw that the ice sculpture had already been put up, meaning the carving's all done, but we're still in the middle of harvesting the ice. But how is this possible? What went wrong? How could there be such a huge hole in our records? Stupid ads as soon as I send my message. No! Oh no! Magic is hard to explain. You did the work. I know you did. I'm gonna say magic is hard to explain. So what if there's magic? Magic can't bypass our rules and regulations. That's hilarious. They're like, oh no, we believe in magic. We think stuff like that is possible, but there's rules. There's no need to be such a stickler for the rules. Since the job is done, can you just fill it in what happened on the official report? Ha! That's ridiculous. Listen, we have our own regulations. Flips in the process are way more embarrassing than leaving a job or two unfinished. Oh, really? The dwarves I know aren't as inflexible as you. Is that so? Have you met any dwarves like that, Tori? Nope. That's like saying people just don't like spiced goat milk. What? Spiced goat milk? I love goat milk. I'm a goat milk girly, but spiced goat milk? To be honest, I kind of want to try it. What does that taste like? Spiced goat milk? Do they mean like literally spicy goat milk? Like with some paprika or something? I don't know. Is paprika spicy? I never actually had paprika. It's the first spice I could think of. I'm trying to figure out how to stabilize this pop filter because it's the bane of my existence right now. Timu. I like it. It's mine. The prices blow my mind. Cha-ching! I feel so rich. A shop like a billionaire. Timu. It's true. We know a dwarf named Hugin. He loves inventing new things and doesn't care much for keeping to some old rules and doing the same things over and over. Wait, did you just say Hugin? Broochcoat had a Ricola ad. What is Ricola? I use a tea brand called Broochcoat. So it's that's the first thing I think of. I didn't even know there was a brand called Broochcoat. Cola. It sounds like Nicola. I'm trying to fix this mic so that it's not in my way and it's the pop filter is like my biggest issue, to be honest. It's a honey flavored lozenge. Okay, I think I've finally stabilized the pop filter, at least for now. Hopefully the audio is fine. Hold on. Oh, the mic is facing the wrong direction. Did you know mics have to be in a certain direction for it to be good? I don't know why. You know Candy Drop? Yes! There. That should be good. Please, please, please. No, the pop filter! Okay. I feel... Okay. Do you mean Hugin, the master planner? No way. The whole production line was planned by him. Do you know him? What a heck of a title. All dwarves know each other? I'm not gonna say this. I'm just gonna assume that these particular dwarves do. I'm gonna say, do you know him? Of course. Everyone from senior engineers to junior apprentices know of Hugin. He even made the designs for the neighborhood we live in. Are you saying that this whole set of procedures was formulated by Hugin? Yeah, we wouldn't lie about something like this. Okay, don't move. Let's all have our work stop for now. We'll go find Hugin and get some answers. Well, if it's an order from work stoppage, there needs to be a formal notice signed by both the construction team leader and the safety inspector. Alright, got it. We'll go find Hugin first. You guys can just do something that follows the official procedures. You don't need to tell us that. We just want to do a good job without disrupting the process, you know. However, if something unexpected happens, it's gotta be resolved. I just learned that you can make jello with gummy bears. Interesting! Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Gummy bears. Do you know that song? But yeah, I assume that, well, honestly, I've never tried it. I don't eat gummy bears. Not really. Even though I love gummies, I can't actually eat it because of the gelatin content. Mike, how's my favorite short lady? Hey! I'm doing great. I'm gonna focus on favorite. But welcome in, Mike. Happy to see you. Thanks for your help. Say hello to Hugin for us. I bookmarked the TikTok that it was on. I see. Honestly, smart choice. Let's go find Hugin and see what he has to say. What's this game? It's called AFK Journey. It's I think the official thing is like a strategy RPG type thing. And thank you so much for the candy. I appreciate it. Yay! Candy. Oh, it's you all. I mean, they're just gelatin candy. I can't eat gelatin. Yeah. So if it's a pectin, so I can eat gummies that have pectin instead of gelatin. But gummy bears like Haribo, it has gelatin in it, so I can't eat it. Oh neat, well have fun, Becca. And chat, I'm gonna head out. See you later. Have a good one, Mike. It was wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. But if it's pectin, I can eat it. So for example, oh yeah. So like Jelly Belly, I think is a brand I can have. I can have Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, that's why I eat a lot of Sour Patch Kids, because it's one of the only brands that I can eat that are great. Ha! Magister, what brings you here today? Don't mind us. What are you doing here, Hugin? Just checking the craftsmanship of the sculpture. You know that Cedar Town's been acting mighty strange lately, right? Some say the festival's over. Others swear it hasn't even begun. Everyone is addled as a rock gnome on a bender. This here sculpture is definitely the work of my brethren and I. It couldn't be from any other hands. Yet, if we carved such a splendid creation, how is it we don't remember it? It's just as well as you came. I could do with a mage's keen eye to shed light on the mystery of this carving. About my theory, wait, you don't like the taste of gummy bears? I love the taste of gummies. I love gummies, but I can't eat gelatin. In fact, I'm addicted to gummies. I love them. They're my favorite kind of candy, but I can't eat gelatin. So yes, pectin is okay, 100%. So if they use pectin instead of gelatin, I can eat it. So Sour Patch Kids, I think the Worm brand, but I can't eat gummy bears specifically because most gummy bears are Haribo. And I can't eat Haribo. like the most readily available gummy bear is Haribo. I'm looking up this one that I saw, Black Forest. I mean, this is a fancy organic one. Yeah, even this fancy organic one has gelatin, so I cannot eat it. This one is Albanese. Let's see if this one has gelatin. Yep, it has gelatin as well. See, this is why I can't have gummy bears. Way too many of them have gelatin. My bad habits lead to you. So this just a choice then? Did I miss something you said? Yes. My typos are in full force today. It's a-okay. It's just as well you came. I could do with a mage's keen eye to shed light on the mystery of this carving. What's wrong with it? Even she helped to make the Ignis core. Yeah, but I suspect the sculpture wasn't made according to the official procedures. Can the quality be assured when the official steps were skipped? Were the best materials used? Are there any flaws in the sculpture's work? Was it erected according to our specifications? What if it collapses and leads to an accident? Oh, now we understand. Not following official procedures is taboo in engineering. Engineering? Do you guys know that game, StarCraft? Just about not wanting to eat gummy bears. I love gummy bears and I eat a lot of gummies, but just not the gelatin ones. Because I'm vegetarian and gelatin is made out of pork, so I can't eat gelatin. So yes, choice. Not following official procedures is a taboo in engineering. But if you give me Sour Patch Kids, I'll eat them. I love them. I love gummies. I love to chew. So please use your magic to see if the fire inside shows any signs of leaking or dying. I've already checked everything except the magic part. But since you're here, nothing should escape her eyes when it comes to enchantments. Since you say it like that, it's not necessary, but since you insist. Anyways, Theory Talk, and yes, StarCraft. Oh! Wait, was I talking about it, or did you just know? I forgot what I was talking about already. Anyway, I was saying, because he said engineering, something about engineering, and my favorite is the alien race. And then, whenever we played StarCraft 64, I have, like, the sound engraved in my head, because every time you do something, there's a sound. So, like, need additional pylons. Need additional pylons. Not enough Vespane gas. And I have, like, the sound engineering. Some of their audios are so funny. I love them. I love them. The original StarCraft. I actually haven't played the new one. I don't know. There's just something... And I still have the 64. So the N64, I still have StarCraft. So if I want to play, I just play that one. You know? So, like, it's fine. But, I've been wanting to see if I will like the new StarCraft. And then, yes, Theories Talk. I don't know, because originally I thought the elf girl who looked like evil Galadriel, I thought she was a good guy, to be honest. And then when I saw the trailer, I saw her dragging around Ignis, I think? Indris? And I was like, wait, hold on, what's happening here? So I'm pretty sure that the elves, the dark elves, okay, so they look great, by the way. Like, I love all of them. I have literally 0 notes. Except for maybe Indris looks really, really, really masculine, and I prefer, like, more youthful or, you know, beautiful, Bishon, you know? But anyway, I wonder, like, she seems to be, like, some sort of, like, queen or something? Or, like, princess, like, dark, evil princess type thing. And then perhaps, because I was thinking Indris and Eren kind of have some similarities. So I'm wondering if there's any relationship or anything, like father-son type thing, or because I don't remember if Eren had a family, to be honest. Did we talk about that? So I'm wondering if maybe they know each other or if they're related somehow. And I don't know, I feel like it's kind of cool. Like I'm interested. AFK time, exactly. AFK journey. Hey, hey. This sculpture represents the living will of the people of Cedar Town. We're the ones who crafted it, so we've got to shoulder the responsibility. Doing more inspections won't hurt. Let me see. There doesn't seem to be a problem, but... Perfect magic, perfect craftsmanship. It wasn't made according to our official procedure. Right off the bat, hydration. Hey, thank you! I actually have water today. Water? A bottle of water? I'm trying to remember, like, how... I gotta see some pictures, otherwise I need to see some pictures. Very valid. I'll show you, hold on. I'll pull up the AFK journey. Oh, and I'm so excited for, like, the other hero, like, Kula. The Hypogean. I think she looks cool, man. And I find it kind of embarrassing that she got beaten by the twins. Like, come on now. They're, like, literal kids. They're actual healers. Like, come on now. We can't have this. Kula. Okay, so let me pull up pictures of the heroes. Indris. And then Kula. And then let me see if I can pull up the trailer. Oops. I'm gonna pause the video just because I don't want to get in trouble. You know, like, I don't want to get in trouble with the law, you know? What's it called? The YouTube copyright law. Let me actually put it... I actually created this. Okay, hold on. Let me actually... Because I changed the way I did the layouts. So actually, I organized my entire OBS. So it's much neater now and not as goofy looking. So... Okay, I need to pull it up in Firefox. Because I was kind of getting nervous, like, why didn't it pop up? But it's because I'm not on Firefox, and I set it specifically for Firefox. So this is Indris. And I do like him. I think he looks cool. I love his hair color and stuff. I do like the idea of a bow. And I'll show you the chapter start as well, because it looks like he's literally aiming at some sort of, like, monster or creature. And then I didn't see, like, these guys. I don't know who these guys really are. This one has to be Zany, right? This one has to be Indris. This could be Kula, but it's unclear. I can't really tell. And I don't know who this is. So it's something we need to think about, right? And then let me pull up Kula, who is another character who's getting introduced. I don't know if she will be introduced in the story or at the same time. So I love her. I think she looks great. I love her hair. Maybe because it's just long and wavy, and I'm just a long wavy girly. You know, I just love that. Let me also show off the trailer. Oh, I ran away from the trailer, actually. Here it is. I wonder if I can pull up this whole trailer or if it doesn't work. It might work, it might not. Because I feel like Twitter doesn't actually let you play unless you're... Okay, it worked. We're gonna mute it because... And then I'm gonna skip through it because I don't want them to, like, freak out that I'm not using my own content. Okay, so we have her. Okay, so Zany looks great. I love Zany. So it looks like they're in, like, a whole new world. So, like, the dwarves, like, this is, like, the dwarves section. You're having a moment today? Are you gonna play Persona 5 The Phantom X? I am not, but I'll be watching you. I don't own Persona. I don't actually own a single Persona game. Everything I know, Shnuggy, is from you. And I feel like I watched one of the animes. It's free. Oh, really? I might play it then. What is it on? Is it on Switch? It's got a game. It's a gacha game. Oh, I see. I'll definitely try it. so Zany is like a dwarf we're meeting, and basically she had like a little dog in her like character trailer. She had like a little robot dog that she really loved. And then her boss like comes in and is like, "You're fired." And she's like, "What the heck? What did I do wrong?" And then she actually like uncovers like a whole army of dogs, and she gets very mad. She's like, "How dare you make my dog a weapon?" And I'm like, "Okay, is there like a war between the dwarves and the elves? I'm interested. What's happening here?" And then it seemed like Indris also had a problem with like the elf lady. And I don't know, I was vibing with it because when I watched Zany's like trailer, it seemed like all the dark elves were on the same side. But in the Indris like trailer thing, it seemed like they were opposite. So I was like, huh, what's going on? What are we cooking? It comes out to, oh, it's gonna be brand new. Oh, you best believe I'm gonna play. Yeah, I think this is that trailer. So you see, originally, like right before this, and it looks like she's like dragging Indris around. Like, what's happening here? What's happening? But look, she looks like a baddie. Like while she does it, she looks great. Look, she looks great, man. And I was like over here, like with this guy, is he single? Like, is this guy single right here? This one guy. And look at this guy. This guy's tripping. He's literally tried to run away, and then he tripped. So funny, man. Okay, but let me focus. I'm wondering if there's like an elf dwarf war, and then what that kind of entails. And hello, Key. Yo, I need to add you because like now seeing your name again, I remember it. But I didn't add you on Steam. My bad. I need to do that because if I'm not like live, I forget so many things. But yes, I am pretty excited. And thank you, Snuggy. I love to get on things while they're new just to see what it's like, and so I'm not like falling behind. As long as it's good, as long as it delivers early, because I low-key feel kind of betrayed by Infinity Nikki. Let's continue. So what's the situation with the ice sculpture, Magister? Nothing unusual. It's perfect. I'm gonna say nothing unusual. What? You actually think there isn't a problem? I do. Does that mean I'm being a little nitpicky? More like paranoid. Hey, for craftsmanship, craftsmen, striving for excellence is in our nature. Sculptures, unlike our other handiwork, need to be out in the field, enduring the elements. There might not be any issues now, but if they aren't made by the proper methods, problems will arise later. There'll also be a Persona 3 Reloaded crossover. Ooh, I saw that. Yo, I did see that, Snuggy. Because I saw that like trailer, I think maybe on Twitter. I don't remember exactly where I saw it. It was either like Twitter or TikTok. And then I saw it and I instantly thought of you. Because I see the guy with the invoker. I forgot his name, but you know, the invoker gun. And he's like, pew! And I'm like, that's Snuggy's dude. Oh yeah, something happened with Infinity Nikki. I didn't look into it though. There's a lot of things going on with Infinity Nikki. To be honest, like, I won't get into it, but I'm quite disappointed. To be honest. Yuki Makoto. That's a very lovely name. I love it. I do think they can come out of it though, but Infold as a company is kind of making me I do like them, and I generally think they're doing really good things. Like, I love how beautiful Infinity Nikki is, and the dress up. I love that they did co-op. I just feel like some of the things are a little bit laughable. Like, there was recently an error, and what got me was that they made this whole Twitter apology. Like, this background music sounds familiar. It probably is. I feel like Carolina had this sound going on as well. Let me pull it up as well, because I just thought this what is it called? Apology was so crazy. No, I won't pull it up. It basically what it was in the apology was like, sorry this went wrong, sorry this went wrong, and as compensation, we're going to be giving you 8 crystals. 8 crystals is not even enough for a 10 pool. What kind of apology? You're not even gonna give me one free pool? AFK Journey could never. AFK Journey gives you free pools like candy. And Infinity Nikki can't even give us a guaranteed 5-star? Are you kidding? I sat there like, what is this apology? I was actually like baffled. BRB sounds good. I do also think the dye system was kind of garbage because remember, I'm not sure if I talked about it, but it was definitely something I felt that a lot of the outfit colors, like, so the way that they did outfit colors, hello Savvy, the way they did colors was, for example, you would buy the entire outfit one time, right? So for example, if you had the color set and the dress was green, let's say for instance, it's green, but I hate green. So I have to buy the entire outfit a second time so that I can change the color of the second outfit. But you can't pick any color you want. It has to be the next one in the color evolution. So let's say the next one is black, but I want white. Let's say I want a white dress. So I have to buy the outfit an entire third time to get to the next progression of the outfit. Now, I believe they changed this system, so it's not like that anymore. But instead, they made the color system, the dyeing system, an overlay, which I think is ridiculous. What? So just so that you guys get the picture, if I wanted a yellow dress with the green outfit, I have to get the green outfit, and then it doesn't replace the color of the outfit, it just puts a new color on top of the outfit. So you have to calculate how to cancel out the green to get the yellow. Does that make sense? So I'm not even sure if green could become yellow. Yeah, they don't give you a color wheel. So basically what it is, if I got a green and pink dress and I wanted it to be purple, for example, like all purple, I would grab the color I wanted, like purple, and then I would put it on pink, okay? But it wouldn't, and then I put that same shade of purple on the green part of the same dress. Because it's overlaid, it doesn't actually equal the same color. Do you get what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly. Dime, I was confused. I was shaken. I was like, what is this? Why make it an overlay system? I don't understand. And I know you have like the source files and everything. It's not like you have to create a whole new thing. I feel like they purposely went this route for no reason. Like, do I think it's a good game still? I do. I just don't think it's ready for me yet. I feel like the pity is a little bit too high to reach. It's really hard to get outfits. And there's nothing that makes me go like, oh my gosh, I really need this. You know, like, I feel like a lot of the outfits are kind of looking the same. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's still really early on. I can't really expect like different outfits and different silhouettes that are my style until later, you know? Because they have to do what is marketable and profitable for a while, right? Before they really branch out and do other things to try it out, you know? Because it's a new game. I can't expect it to have everything. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if I'm like being like extremely clear with myself, but so that's why I'm waiting a little bit with Infinity Nikki, because there's just some issues I have that I do feel will be fixed in the future. I do feel that way. I just don't think it's for me right now. Yes. I am glad that they brought co-op though. We really needed that. I'll try not to derail the stream so hard. It's okay. But I am gonna play. I'm gonna try to play a little bit offline though, because I don't know. There's a few issues I have. And also they ignored me. And all of my requests and my feedback. Okay, let's read the next thing. But isn't the ice sculpture remade every year for the festival? I'm not talking about this one ice sculpture. I'm talking about the whole process of it all. New apprentices may question these regulations and rules, but when a project is built from the ground up, adhering to the standard procedures, and it's presented without a hitch before the deadline, That feeling of accomplishment is indescribable, like a flawless victory after an endless struggle. Honestly, I can vibe with that. Every craftsman in the world is always striving to push their skills to the brink of their abilities, just to taste the sweet sensation of triumph once more. And this is why I will always like appreciate AFK Journey, because I really don't understand how they're making money right now. And of course AFK Journey has their problems as well. Like, I'm never buying that Tassie skin. I'm just not. I love it, but I can't afford it. And I feel like a lot of people would mirror that, but at the same time they do so much good for us that even like something like that is nothing. You know? Like, it's really nothing. We get beautiful voice acted story, cute characters, the art is beautiful. They value artists. Like, we love to see that. There's nothing weird about AFK Journey. The only thing weird is how much passion they put into this. Like, wow. Like, you can tell there's a lot of love that went into this game. The best mages also feel the same way. So what are you going to do with this ice sculpture? After she and I did our inspections, it's good enough to meet our standards. However, the rest of the production process needs to be evaluated. Evaluated? Okay, I don't know if I messed up that word, but it's okay. The sculpture was crafted inexplicably. And now many of my brethren are shocked and confused. Shocked and confused. Do you all want to tag along and take a look? Oh, Chippy wants to go. The ice sculpture was halfway done when we helped earlier. Chippy wants to see how it's made from scratch. Can we, Master? Of course, I'm a bit curious myself. So we have a few curious apprentices on our hands. Alright, let's go to where we were gathering the raw materials. The Lumite mine, all the ice for sculptures and crafting is mined there. They need to take a hit somewhere. Like, costumes should be something like 10 to 15 if they want to sell cosmetics. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind if it was like $10 for a Ludovic skin. I'm sorry, I'm buying that. Genuine. And oh my gosh, so imagine Ludovic alive skin. Oh, that would look cool. Okay. And just like anything to replace the green, that'd be crazy. I would love that. I'll wait for Dime to come back before I just keep talking about it because I got stuck in ads. Alright, let's go where the gathering of raw materials. The Luminite mine. All the sculptures and crafting is done there. We just came from there. Your brethren are unsure if... to see your brethren is kind of crazy. Are unsure if we should continue mining or not, since the sculpture has already been completed. I understand. Let's go to the cave together. This will definitely be educational. I can't wait to see how real craftsmen work. You know, I really want to like see it, you know, like I want to see like glass making, wood carving, those things in real life, because I only see videos and I'm like, dang, this is crazy. I think I watched a video. It was like a competition show. So one thing about me is I love competition shows. I just love to see them, and I like the elimination process. I don't know, I'm crazy, I guess, but I just think it's really fun. And now you want waffles? Do you like pancakes? Yes, I like pancakes. Do you like waffles? Yes, I like waffles. Do you like French toast? Yes, I like French toast. Do 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 do. Can't wait to get another one. Do 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 do. Welcome in, Legacy. We are your legacy. Can't wait to get another one. Whoa, this hairstyle is crazy. Could you imagine, like, someone who had the sides of their head gelled up? Like, their hair gelled up, but only the sides. They have, they're bald in the middle. And then a really full beard. But I couldn't imagine, like, having, like being balding and then gelling up what is remaining. Gelled up. I don't know, I feel like that's crazy hairstyle. To be honest, I appreciate it, but it's so funny. This ice wall is harder than my pickaxe. And how are you today? I'm doing amazing. How are you, Legacy? There are miners here also. But there's no need to mine anymore. Alright, let's go see what's going on there. Oh, on here? Are you the one to check on the progress? This hair is so crazy. Like, I can't get over it. And why do you want waffles? And you're doing good? You're doing okay? Honestly, what would make your okay day a good day? It's either waffles or French toast. Pancakes are kind of boring. You take that back time. Just kidding. I do like waffles. I like all three, actually. And I just want to also add to the mix, crepes, I think is what they're called. I love those too. To be honest, anything bread, I like. In general, I like grains. I love grains. That ad was forced down my gullet. What ad was it? I'm curious. I don't know what would make it better than okay. Oh no! Are you here to check on our progress? Well, we have no time. We're far behind schedule. This is unnecessary. The plan has changed. What? No one notified us. No official order has been passed down to us. There's no written notice. Everything will continue from the original design plan. Okay, I mean, shoot, it's not mine. Don't shoot the messenger. Calm down. I think the production is still within the scope of our original design. Besides, the Magister here can improve on our work productivity, so there's nothing to worry about. Who? Her? But she looks so frail and weak. That's crazy. Let me show you what I can do. Don't underestimate me. You'll regret it. I'm gonna say, I'll show you what I can do. Ha! Just watch. Sometimes you need outside help to get things done. If you want everything to be on schedule, please, use your magic to help him. Ooh! Oh, I was hoping it was a matching... This is the game I hate. To be honest, I don't understand why this minigame is here. Like, I just don't like it. I'm sure some people do. I'm not saying to get rid of it. I'm just not satisfied with it. Okay. I like the organizing more. I don't know, it just does something for my brain. Nice, we did it. By Death's Beard. What does that even mean? By Death's Beard. The whole problem was fixed with just a flick of your wrist. Magic is amazing. If it could only be... I thought he was gonna say, if it could only be controlled. It had Keegan-Michael Key eating a waffle. What else about the ad? I don't remember. Honestly, valid. To be honest, I've been getting a lot of Mint Mobile ads. And... what is the thing? I got a couple of Meow Mix ads, and I'm getting Honkai Star Rail ads, which I'm a little scared of, because there's another game by the same company that if I get another ad for, I think I might lose it, to be honest. But that Honkai Star Rail ad, completely fine by me. It was a okay ad. Meow Mix, Mint Mobile, what else have I been getting? What else did I get? I got a Uber Eats, I think. I don't know. It was some sort of delivery company. Yeah. Magic is amazing. If it could be included in the mining process. Huh? How can you make sure you have the mage on hand every time? Also, Cedar Town has a very limited budget. In the end, it still comes down to our dedication to craftsmanship and our immense love of building things. Yeah, you're right. Magic is nice and all, but I still prefer having a hammer in my hands and banging away at one of our latest projects. I mean, I even dreamed of mining these ice blocks and then carrying them away. It's so strange. In my dreams, I witnessed the entire process of polishing the sculpture, erecting it, and even the lighting ceremony. You know what's interesting? Because I know this is completely, like, off topic, but I watched this video that was talking about, like, some sort of, like, syndrome or something, that basically, when you do enough of a... Oh, and thank you so much for the heart! I appreciate it. But when you do, like, enough of one action, it, like, starts infiltrating your mind in other ways. So, for example, for me, I've had this exact syndrome thing before. I'm not sure what it's called. But for me, it's like the form of Tetris or Soda Sword. Like, I love those kind of games that are like Soda Sword or Tetris, where it's just like one action. I literally start inventing other... I start inventing other levels. Or like playing Tetris in the air. No, it's not like muscle memory. It's like... Hold on, let me Google it. I'm pretty sure this started with Tetris. Like, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. What is the condition where you do a repeated action and see it after it's done? Operant condition? No. I watched a video, but I definitely had it before. Like, I will sleep and then dream of the next level. Or if I'm like at work, I'll start doing Tetris in my mind. And hello, Evie! Welcome back in! Evie, Mega Evolve! It wasn't a dream. Yep, what a dream! I'm gonna say it wasn't a dream. What are you babbling about? It was a dream. I can tell dreams from reality, alright? Anyway, thanks for the help. With this completed, I can go home early and make some snacks for my boy. For your boy? That's so cute. What's next? Get away from me! That cry came from the southeast. How are you, Mega Evie? I'll have to look up what the condition is again, because like that was an interesting like thing. Ooh. Angura. Well, I'm Bree. How art thou? I don't know how to respond to that in Old English. Let me Google.
Everyone's doing great.
Okay, I figured it out. I'm feeling quite dandy, thank you for asking. Oh, I'm dancing through life with joy in my heart, my friend. As lively as chippy birds in the morning. How about yourself? I'm positively radiant, like a sunflower in full bloom. I'm not sure what it's called. I also don't dream, or rather, I don't remember them. I sometimes remember. So, it really, I think it has to do with the quality of my sleep. So when I sleep well, I don't think I have any dreams. But when I sleep poorly, I think I dream and I remember it. And then I also kind of can lucid dream sometimes. So sometimes I can control it, and then sometimes it's like a movie. You've been playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Yo, I want to play so bad. And one of my friends has it, so we're looking to see if we can connect Steam, like the Steam family, so that I can play their copy. Hugan. We heard your cries for help. What happened? Oh, that. It was just a beast that broke into the mine to get away from the snow. It wasn't a real cry for help. Stop acting cocky. If we didn't show up just now, your throat would have been ripped out. Ha! Nah, I could have handled it. She's like, nah. My pickaxe and hammer are not to be laughed at. Hey, listen up. No matter what happens, safety is our top priority. Emergency response measures are also included on our work manual. Remember that. Understood. But I still have work I need to finish. I can't delay any longer. My people are great at what they do. However, sometimes they are too stubborn. It's not crossplay. I know. So my sister wants to get the Switch version, and then I'm probably gonna get the Steam version. Nah, I'd win. Yeah, basically. It's actually a good thing that you realize that. Huh. I'll take that as a compliment. To be on the safe side, I have to go back and remind my colleagues that there are wild animals in the cave, and that they need to pay attention to their safety. It's gonna work. I know it's gonna work. It's gonna work out just fine, trust me. What are you doing back here? Hey, friend. I noticed that there's been a lot of snow and wind lately. Some wild animals are coming into the cave for shelter. Are you going to get caved in? Hopefully not. Did you just come back to tell us that? To be honest, I don't know because for me, I can't operate two games at once. So I'm more likely to use my PC. I just like my PC. To be honest, what I use my Switch for has largely been Tetris. Like, I don't know, I'm just addicted to it. I can't stop. And then I feel like I'm like how some people are about League, I'm about Tetris. You know, like, one more game, just one more game. And it's like late at night and I'm like, just one more game, man, one more game. It reminded me of that meme where it's like, I bet she's cheating on me. And then it like cuts to her like picture and it's like her playing Tetris and it's me. How do you feel about puns? I love them. I think they're so funny. Like the Kuda one. I like that. Like, I'm doing Gouda. And you better believe it. I am the same way about Tetris. Oh my gosh, Evie. I'm so glad you agree. Did you come back just to tell us that? Alright, thanks. I'm about to call it a day anyway. After I deliver the shipment, I'll go home. Farewell, friend. I've been waiting for you, friend. My brethren are so responsible, working until the last moment. Alright, you said you wanted to see how everything works. While a team of craftsmen chips away at the ice, another team makes a metal skeleton that supports the sculpture. We're responsible for the whole process, from melting to casting. I also want to visit a real blacksmith. I think that would be really cool. I've never seen blacksmith work, but that would be lit. That kind of reminds me of, did I ever talk about the competition show? I feel like I talked about it and then stopped talking about it pretty quickly. But basically I saw a video, or it was a whole like competition show where it was like glass craftsmanship. It was really cool. Actually, is this questline PC Master Race the prologue to the season? I don't know. We can check that out because I didn't know what that is. Follow me. Follow me. Then you'll see. Follow, 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 follow. But the truth is hard to swallow. Follow me. Follow me. It's time to return to Cedar Town. The production of the metal skeleton happens on Artisan Avenue. Let me actually check if there's anything like new story quests. You said PC Master Race. PC Master Race sounds like a... I don't actually see a side quest over here. PC Master Race, I don't see it. I'm like clicking over here to see if it's over here. I only see Fairy Sonata over here. PC Master Race sounds like a game I would have played when I was like 10 or something. Hey, is anyone going to take a look at this? What's going on? What's all the ruckus? Well, I was in the middle of throwing a joke in the middle of my statement. Actually, is this questline a prologue to the new season? I think I missed it. There's no quest like that. Okay, I was interested. I didn't know. I would have ate it, to be honest. I would have ate it up. And I don't know if it's a prologue to the new season. I don't think it is. It seems like this is before the whole Cryonia situation. So I don't think so. What happened? Let me take a look. Why is the furnace bearing stuck? The pipe is blocked. Who's in charge here? I am. But listen, I just arrived. There was a shift change. I followed standard procedures perfectly. What procedure? Don't you see the pipe is blocked? It's still heating up. If this continues, the furnace will explode. But the guy before me said to continue and not do anything else. PC Master Race, a meme about console wars. I see. I feel like I might have heard that before. What? All procedures and operations need to stop when there's a possible accident. Safety comes first. For me, I never understood console wars. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't understand when people who like a certain medium feel the need to attack another medium. For example, like, I mentioned it before with the Winx Club and Witch drama. It does not matter. You guys are two, like, separate fans of two separate entities. You know what I mean? Like, why fight each other? there's no need to fight. And similar with consoles, I don't care if you use PS3 or Switch or Wii, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy what you enjoy and let others enjoy what they enjoy. You know what I mean? Like, for me personally, I've never had an Xbox. I have no interest in Xbox products, Microsoft, any of that. I don't care. Personally, I love the Xbox, like the Microsoft PC, but not Xbox. And then I love Nintendo. I'm a Nintendo girly, but I do buy PlayStation sometimes. Like, and I don't understand, like, Switch, the people who have Switch are not the same people who have PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Like, why are we fighting? There's no need to have a war. And then PC, the people who are playing PC are probably not the people who play with Switch. You know what I mean? Like, there's different demographics and there's space for everyone. And in fact, it's good. And thank you so much for the follow. That's what this pie on my head is. You got a PlayStation? I have a PlayStation 3 myself. And then, it's good if there's competition. For example, if Microsoft was the only company, then we would never have competition, and then they would have a monopoly, and they would raise prices even more. You know what I mean? It's good that there's a monopoly. I mean, there's no monopoly, and then we could buy whatever we want. And you should vote for your dollar, so that, with your dollar, I mean. Because then the more you support the company you like, the more they have money to make games that you like. And that's how they gauge interest as well. It does. Bunga bunga, join tribe, fight other tribe, bunga bunga. That's how it sounds like to me sometimes. Like, I don't understand, why are we fighting each other? If somebody likes PC, let them. Let them. If someone likes Switch, let them. Yeah. That's how I feel anyway. But what? If you don't properly solve a problem when you see it, what's the point? You might as well go home and raise sheep, you nincompoop. Hyugen, there's a weird sound coming out of the furnace. Ah, the exhaust system is approaching its limits. We need to relieve the pressure right now. What should I do? Other tribe must lose, imagine. Like, I don't understand. If we knock out another, like, it's good that there's competition. It's good. Like, there's no downsides to another company doing well. Both companies could do well and therefore cause competition. That works best for everyone. And then because of that, they rush to do better products, you know? That's how I feel about it. What should I do? Stand aside and just watch. I'll definitely teach you a lesson later. This is an emergency. I need your help. Did you know that Hello Kitty is 5 apples tall? I have no idea. I'll start by relieving some of the pressure on the furnace. But to completely solve the problem, we need to make a lubricant to unclog the pipe. Let me think. Oh, we need some snow gem berries. And fire. Not this. I mean, this is fine. This is better than the matching game. But I just want an organization game. I just want the organization game back. But this is like the potion making, the special ingredient for the lubricant. I loosened the exhaust valve like you requested. There's only the pile up of ore left. Alright, don't move a single thing until we are back. Remember, don't add any more. Everything we need for the lubricant can be found in Cedar Town. But I think Hello Kitty's height greatly changes depending on which medium she is in. So like, and Hello Kitty Fairy Tale Theater is not going to be the same size as like Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Because I don't think there's very much consistency. Because like, even in Fairy Tale Theater, I remember that she was holding a fish. Like a regular like fish. Do you remember Wizard 101 or Pirate 101? I remember it, but I didn't play it. So I don't really have the nostalgia for Wizard 101 or Pirate 101. But I do remember it and my friends played it. But I did Adventure Quest. I think that also was kind of released at the same time, if I remember correctly. Gaia Online, I feel like also was released similar. We've gathered everything, Yugen. Nice. The exhaust valve was loosened, so the furnace should be able to hold out for a bit. The technician was still adding ore even after the pipe was clogged. Does he care that much about the official procedures? One must abide by the rules and be adaptable at the same time. That's what makes a good craftsman. That boy is still too young. Now that all the ingredients are here, Magister, please mix them according to the recipe. Lubricant formula. No one understands why these ingredients work as lubricant, but oddly, when you combine oils from snow gem berries, fire-formed fruit skin extract, and bird saliva heated to high temperatures, then add a touch of magic, it creates a slightly warm lubricant. Hold it carefully in your hands or it's gonna slip right out. Jokes aside, game corporations want more money for as little work as possible. The only thing worth supporting are indie games because that's what they actually care about, making fun experiences and not making as much money as humanly possible. I agree and also disagree at the same time. I do think major developers care about some things, but not in other things, if that makes sense. Like, they're like, okay, we really need to make, for example, Mario and Sonic games at like that needs 50% of our attention, and then 30% of our attention needs to go to, I don't know, Mario Kart, and then 10% needs to go to, I don't know, like, you get what I mean? So they're gonna put different emphasis on different things, and there's definitely gonna be like some developers who work, like some of the programmers in the same company. This is me shaking my head, and thank you so much for the cookie, I appreciate it, and for the hydrate, I appreciate that as well. But I do agree with you. I do believe that indie is the future. I feel like some of the indie games we get they're definitely like a passion project. People who definitely believe in the games they make. But for example, like there's a game company, you remember the game All-Star? I really loved All-Star's Battle Royale. I felt like they cared a lot about the game they had created, and that was technically with PlayStation, that was with Sony, but they cut the cord on that project. So I got very upset. One drama I don't understand is the one of the most current ones about gaming. Which one? Mega Eevee. So I do think that there are some like very passionate developers, but they're limited based on the company they work for, you know? And then the company, they have a misguided idea of what fans want sometimes. You know what I mean? So then they put the efforts in the wrong places. That's how I feel. Pikmin versus Palworld. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, that's... Oh, you mean Pokemon versus Palworld. That's not drama, though. That's... I believe that's criminal. You know? Like, they have a lawsuit over it. So I can't really speak on it. Personally. I think that's up to the court to decide, you know? I was about to say, like, Pikmin? What on earth? Like, I feel like some, for example, another one, Alice Madness Returns, or American McGee's Alice. I know for a fact the creator wants to make the third game in the series, but EA Games just won't let them, which is crazy to me, like crazy. What do you mean? They already wrote the story, they have the new character designs, they have concept art, and you're just not gonna let him make it? But he has made games before with Sony. It's just that they don't... Not Sony. They just... Yeah, American McGee. Wait, do you know it? And they don't want him to make the next game. And I just don't get it. So I do think that people at a bigger scale, they want to make games, but they have company limitations. And then companies, they look at it kind of as DM said, because licensing will always get in the way of fun and creativity. Yeah. Even, you can kind of see that in Donkey Kong as well. Like, some of the design changes and then who makes, which character gets in which game is dependent on who makes it. Like, I feel like some of the stuff went to Microsoft and some of the stuff went to Nintendo, and they don't want to share. So, we had to get a new tiny redesign. Diddy Kong might not appear in some games because of all the licensing issues. His name is American. He is American. His name is actually American? I didn't know that. But I love him. I like him. I love his game, American McGee's Alice. I love it. 10 out of 10. It really had me thinking, even at a young age. I don't know, I've always liked kind of like more dark dark stuff. I don't know why. I'm not really edgy, to be honest. I think I was more edgy when I was younger, to be honest. But I'm mad at EA Games. I've been mad at EA Games. I feel like they're the worst. He originally worked on Doom with ID Software. Yeah, I watched a video from Shadowfire explaining the whole wackiness. I'm so done. To be honest, I'm so mad. I got one of the last golden pins. Oh, really? That's so cool. That's cool, Mega Eevee. And I feel like there are major developers, like for example, BioShock. I feel like they do great jobs every time, which is why I'm actually really excited for whatever live action they come up with. I feel like BioShock is a great candidate for live action, and I feel like they care about their brand. Agree, Mega Eevee. Say it louder for the people in the back. But so I do believe that there is some sort of balance that needs to happen, and there's like always going to be like company limitations and then legal limitations. Because if it was fans, we would have it exactly the way we want it. But sometimes like the world doesn't work with that like that because of lawsuits and copyright and all of that stuff. So like you said, DM, I do believe the future is indie. I believe the best games we will ever see are going to be indie. And then we kind of have to like dial it back in expectations a little bit, because not everything is gonna look amazing, but you have to like look in the story. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna have the same high grade budget, but they have the passion. I once heard from a friend who had to buy a DLC to play a DLC. Are you joking? They had to buy a DLC to play a separate DLC? Is that what you're saying? Because that is goofy, if I'm understanding you correctly. Okay, so Snow, Fire, Bird. Snow, Fire, Bird. Yes, that is ridiculous, Mega Eevee. BioShock 1 was inspired by the work of Ayn Rand. BioShock Infinite came from mind of Ken Levine. So Infinite is the one I actually like the least. I like 1 and 2 the most. So that's why I'm hoping that the live action BioShock takes place in Rapture, because if that's true, yes, it's gonna be awesome. If it takes place in straight up Colombia, I'm gonna have a problem. BioShock 1 was epic because it was a classic literature. I love BioShock 1. And then I love the craze at the same time when we were making fan songs and stuff. I ate it up. I don't even think I can say it like, beyond the ocean, whole lighthouse is waiting for me, a great chain in motion beneath the waves of the sea. But yeah, I loved it. BioShock 1 and 2, awesome. Infinite, Would you kindly praise BioShock 1 more? Of course! Just kidding. Now, would you kindly obey? Are you gonna get Springtrap in DBD? I'm gonna watch people. I don't buy any DLC in DBD, to be honest. Cookie Clicker is coming to Switch soon. Oh, I've actually never played Cookie Clicker, so I don't know what that's about, but I'm happy for you if you're happy. After some time of mixing and blending. Failed. What do you mean failed? Snow Jamberry, Firethorn, Bird. Good. Lubricant. A lubricant extracted through high temperature processing. But I really love BioShock 1 and 2. I feel like they were really great. And they had amazing story building. Like, if you literally haven't played BioShock 1, I think maybe partially that was kind of where my love of puzzles started, because they have a little pipe game. That and Neopets. It's an idle game where you click on cookies. Interesting. There's lore in this clicker game. Interesting. I didn't know that. That sounds pretty funny. And honestly, I love the designs too, and the whole concept. And then what I really liked about BioShock was that they really painted everything in a really well way. I won't give any spoilers, but we get to see everything, and it made you curious about what the story was. So you were literally picking up the tapes, you were literally picking up everything to get everything. And then I love Karma. I think BioShock might have been one of my first Karma games ever, where you make a choice and then the way you live influences the end of the game. And I really love that as well. It's been 20 years, really? But I just love games where your choices matter. The grandmas try to take over the world if you do one upgrade. That's crazy. Making effective inventions, I'll make you vanish like Houdini when I put lead in your lead head. I don't think I can sing the whole song though. Because that one is pretty... It can get a little bit explicit, and we like to keep it, you know, say so wholesome on here. And thank you so much for the heart puffs, I appreciate them. Wonderful, let's hurry back. Before that kid makes another mess we need to clean up. Quick, let's run back. And other grandmas try to make other grandmas out of cookies. That's so strange. It reminds me of Merge Mansion. Because I didn't care about Merge Mansion for so long. But then I started seeing all the ads and there was like a story and stuff. I was like, hang on, wait a second. Olivia got into my house. I'll be right back. Need to capture it somehow. Interesting. You see, for me, it's... You know what you should do, Dime? You should make a little... Go outside, grab a blade of grass, then make a little lasso out of it, and then grab it by... It works. I promise it works. We're back. You didn't do anything, did you? In times like these, the work manual is useless. No, I listened to you. I stood here all this time and I didn't even move a muscle. That's crazy. When I said not to move a single thing until we get back, I didn't mean you. Alright, go wash up. After I unclog the pipe, it's gonna be a lot of physical labor, so cheer up. You're gonna take charge until the end of your shift. Yes, sir. Hugin pours the lubricant into the pipe. Moments later. The pipe is flowing nicely again. The furnace should be fine now. Holy hammer, after the pipe was cleared, the furnace... I don't know why I started giving him a southern accent. Cleared up so quickly. You sure know a lot about this. Of course, I made this furnace. You do know that taking care of a furnace requires different focus than its operation. Try not to confuse the two. I ain't confused. It's because he talks kind of southern, right? I ain't confused. It's just that the maintenance procedures are a little too complicated. I can't remember them all. No one taught me during the training or during the shift change. Thunder and ashes. Cookie Clicker is over 11 years old. What the... Huh? What the what? Now I feel old, I see. There's more where that came from. The older you get, the more things are gonna... Like, the more out-of-pocket things are gonna be. Like... I think the other day, they were like, what 10 years ago felt like. And it's like the GameCube. And then what 10 years ago actually was. And it's like the Wii. And you're like, hey! Problem is, it's on the edge of the balcony. And I can't reach it. Interesting. Well, it's on the outside? Like, is it in your house? Or like on the balcony of your house? Because if it's on like the balcony outside... Then it's fine, it knows how to go up and down on its own. Thinking that upkeep is trivial and rushing through a task are mistakes that all craftsmen must overcome. There's an old saying, sharpening the axe delays not the chopping of the wood. The old maintenance procedures are a bit complicated. I've revised it. Here, I wrote down everything. Take it and make some copies. Have everyone take a look and optimize future procedures from this. The 3DS came out 14 years ago. No, it didn't. It came out last year. Snuggy, I don't care what you say. It came out last year. I am now crying. And they're gonna do that. They do that all the time. Like, especially on Twitter. They'll be like, 15 years ago, Bloom had her debut. And you're like, what? It's really not been that long. Yes, we can say that. No! Yes, the C418 from the famous crafting game. C418. Just got my 3DS last year. Exactly. Exactly. Let's go! Ay. Imagine if you woke up and it's the past. And also, thank you so much for coming in, FW. I didn't greet you, I just responded, but I hope you understand that I'm really happy you're here. Well, no matter how detailed the procedures are written, they're useless if new apprentices can't read them, especially when some of their novices are disinclined to use their noggins. Whew, that's kind of funny. Woke up and find out that the last 10 years was a dream? That'd be crazy. What would you guys do if you somehow woke up in the past, like 10 years ago? The music composer from Minecraft. Oh, I see. I feel like I would assume that, so if you woke up in 2015, how would you live differently so that your 2025 was better? Shoot, I wish 10 years ago I'd be shocked. I would be shocked too. I think everybody would be shocked if they woke up in the past. Like, you don't even know if it was the past or a dream, like you just woke up. That'd be crazy. So what do you think? What do you think? The process must serve the outcome. Forget the process, just do it right. How long did you stay in Cedartown before? What was the question? Hi, how you doing? Hey sis, welcome in. I didn't expect this before. I didn't know how. What do you think? Okay, so basically, forget the process, just do it right. The process must serve the outcome. How long did you stay in Cedartown? And this is irrelevant. Why are we asking this? It's either one of these two. The process, I'm gonna save this. The process must serve the outcome. Ha! If only my younger brethren understood that. My process would be easier. Well, I agree with what Hugin said earlier. Having a good set of standard procedures is important, but it also makes sense to get people up to speed faster. What was the most awkward moment you had? What was the most awkward moment? To be honest, I don't really remember. I guess one awkward moment is one time I was at school a long time ago, and one of my friends was talking about how much she hated this guy. And then I was just listening to her talk, you know, and letting her like say what she wanted to say. And then we walked past the teacher, and then she was saying, I'm gonna get my pillow and then I'm gonna like think about this guy and I'm gonna beat the pillow up. That's what she was saying. But we walked by the teacher when she said, I'll beat him up. And then the teacher was like, no you won't. And then we were just looking at the teacher like, you did not hear the whole conversation. We're not talking about actually beating up a guy. And so I think that was pretty awkward. Yeah, that's probably the most awkward moment. I think another awkward moment I had, so I did study martial arts. So yes, don't mess with me. But I did study martial arts, and then this one guy, I don't think he believed me. And he was like, oh yeah, like I would beat you up and all this stuff. And I was like, I literally studied martial arts. You really can't. Maybe you could win in a certain way, but if it's just like fist to fist, like, and I know you haven't had any training, I'm gonna win. And then he literally like, I don't even think he was trying to be like anything. I think he just wanted to prove a point, and then I flipped him. And then that was pretty awkward too, because we were like in a basically like because it was in the music room, so it was like in a corner where the instruments are held. And then I flipped him on the hard floor. So I know that hurt. And it was just awkward, and people are like, what are you doing in here? Yeah, so yeah, that's what you do. Actually, it's easier for women to flip men because the center of gravity is lower. So it's actually not that hard, to be honest. I volunteer as tribute for what? Let me think of another moment. Oh, one time. So when I was younger, because I was going through a different like phase in my life, I was a lot more aggressive when I was younger. I know this sounds kind of weird, but yes, I was aggressive. And then apparently one time I was walking in class, and then this one guy ran up to me and stopped me. And then I didn't know him. I was just like, hi. And I was just like, oh, hi. And then I'm just like looking at him, and this is when I was like maybe like in high school. And he's like, Rebecca, do you remember me? I obviously don't remember this guy. And I also have bad facial recognition, so I'm just like out here like, who are you? And then he was like, yeah, remember? I'm the one guy who you, like, basically, he said I threw paint in his face and, like, punched him and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, what was I on? So apparently, like, I really did, like, beat this guy up, basically. And he was so excited to see me again. And I was like, what the heck? I'm so sorry, man, like... So you have physics on your side. Yeah, definitely. I don't know how that happened. I think another awkward moment was when one of my friends asked me out, but I knew for a fact they didn't like me. They just asked me out because they felt like they should ask me out, which was such a weird experience. And hello, Yoktal, how you doing? Oh, from France, welcome in! Yeah, so that was definitely an awkward moment. Because, like, I knew for a fact they didn't have a crush on me. It was just, like, because he was a guy, and then I was his friend, and his parents were, like, telling him, like, oh, you like her, you love her, you want to date her. And then it was just, like, an awkward moment, and I was like, I know you don't like me. Like, I literally know it. And I knew this person wasn't actually interested in women at all. So I was just like, why did you ask me out? Like, I could have just told your parents, you know? Like, it was such a weird experience, and I was just like, nah, I don't want to live through this again. It really was weird. And, yeah. But welcome in, Yoktal. I'm sorry, you came in kind of an awkward moment. I see you. I have a question. Do you like animation? Because I know yesterday I was actually talking about really liking French animation, so I'm curious. Because everything I learned from France has actually been through TV. I know it's so bad, but like Miraculous, love it. I wonder if we have similarities. So I only know what I've learned from TV, which I know is super inaccurate, but it's wonderful to see you. Well, I agree with what Hugin said earlier. Having a good set of standard procedures is important, but it also makes sense to get people up to speed faster. Truth be told, I'm a little worried about the next line of production. I can't fathom what mischief the new apprentice might brew in the days ahead. The carving happens at the end of the Artisan Avenue. Oops. It looks pretty organized, but I wonder if that's really the case. I'm a neo knight on game, but I like the stylographic look of Tim Burton. I love Tim Burton. I'm so glad you mentioned it. My favorite Tim Burton anything is Nightmare Before Christmas. But I do like, stylistically, I kind of like the gothic, dark, edgy kind of look. But yeah. And also, I like to think I grew as a person. In general, and I like to think I grew as a person, so I'm not as aggressive as I was when I was younger. But I was also bullied when I was younger, so, you know, I was going through it. And then there was just so many life situations where I really had a rough time. In like elementary and middle, and yeah. Did you know YouTube had games? I did not know that, actually. Kind of reminds me of Netflix games. If you remember that, they used to have Netflix games. So I like to think that I grew as a person since then, because now I would be very shocked. I don't want people to remember me as a person who threw paint in their face. So strange. This set of tools isn't complete. The bevel knife is missing. Maybe it was placed somewhere else. French animation equals asterisk. Well, first I think of Miraculous. Like, Miraculous is like the poster child of French animation for me. And then Wakfu was also made in France. And then Code Lyoko was also made in France. So those are like the three that I think of. I had to like literally double check by Googling it really quickly. But yes, the three that I think of instantly are Miraculous, Code Lyoko, and Wakfu. And then let me open the correct area. Maybe it was placed somewhere else? For sculptors, their knives are an extension of their body. How could they be left lying around? Would you leave your arms and legs at home when you leave the house? Plus, this knife even has a name. It's Dancia. Danica, by the way. We can't take our arms off. Only you can replace limbs. Ah, a new name has appeared. I'm gonna say a new name has appeared. Leaving tools lying around is an abomination. The owner needs a good talking to. What's going on? What's with all this ruckus here? I'm making all the ruckus. I'm making all the ruckus. How are you gonna take the details of a sculpture without a full set of tools? Oh, Master Hugin, I didn't see you there. Don't try and be polite with me. I don't know anyone who would leave their tools just lying around. And what's that smell? Have you been drinking? I learned a weird and random fact. Let me know. I just went to the tavern and had a few brews. Well, you smell terrible. You know that you can't just work on masterpieces when you're under the influence. Tintin, I need to look it up. You're dropping, like, animations I've never heard of before. Hold on. Oh, wow! I know this guy! I didn't know that was a French show. I know him! Let me look up the other one. Asterix. Animation. Oh! I've never seen this before, but it's really it reminds me of like for example like the Popeyes era of stuff. You know, I don't remember what year that was released, but I wouldn't be surprised if you said that it was released at the same time. But I remember Tintin. I feel like I grew up with Tintin, I just didn't know it was French. You learn something new every day. You're not allowed to do any more work until you sober up. Go dunk yourself in a tub of ice. Go dunk yourself in a tub of ice water. I want you awake and alert. Apologies, Master Hugin. Been a few years since I was last here. I can't believe how much the quality of craftsmen on Artist Avenue has nosedived. It's rare to see you lose your temper. What should we do next? Let me just calm down for a moment. I'm guessing that the idiot probably left his bevel knife at the tavern. We are a brain inside a skeleton piloting a bone mech that's using meat armor. And yes, that means that our stomachs are fuel tanks, our intestines are tailpipes. Interesting. Dofus is French too. Mixed animation manga. Is Dofus not just Wakfu? I feel like I've only heard that word used in Wakfu. Dofus? I like you, sweet cat. Oh, thank you. Or do you call Wakfu Dofus? I've actually been meaning to play this game. Dofus Online. Oh, interesting. It seems like there's like 3 Waven Wakfu, Dofus Touch, and Dofus Retro. I have to like literally look at it, like I'm clicking it. Oh, what? Oh, it looks like Gaia. It looks just like Gaia. Oh, I love it. Well, it really does remind me of like my childhood. It's a game too. It's an irreplaceable tool for any craftsman. It must be retrieved. Alright, let's go to the tavern. Young people nowadays are really incompetent. Let's just hope the knife is still at the tavern. Who would steal a bevel knife though? Like really? Like I'm pretty sure it's still there. The game was so popular that it became a cartoon, Wakfu. I love that show. Wakfu. This knife is kind of weird. Look, is that the bevel knife? It's strange that he picked up something that doesn't belong to him. Like, would you do that? I sure am lucky. What do you mean you're lucky? That's theft. Hey, young fella. Did you find that bevel knife in the tavern? Bevel knife? I thought it was a knife for skinning. The shape is a bit weird. If you look closely at the knife, you'll see that it's raised differently. It's designed for carving and sculpting different angles. If you use it on skin on an animal, the blade will be damaged, and the skin on the fur will lacerate. Whew. Hey, I'm glad I'm the one who found it. What I do with it is my... Oh, I'm the one that found it. What I do with it is my business. Dang, bro. Who are you? Mikhail? Nah. Nah. That's theft. Return it. I think the knife is fine for skinning a few rabbits. Ugh! You youngsters are always breaking the rules. How can a bevel knife be used on the skin of animals? You must not be the one doing the hunting, right? Yeah, my father does the hunting. I knew it. You don't hunt yourself, so you can't grasp the frustration when all your hard work gets spoiled by someone else. For you, the knife can be used however you want, but for a sculptor, it's a very important tool. My people have been working with Danica for centuries. She's like our own flesh and blood. Changing partners now, before the job's done, will wreak havoc on our final product. There are several classes on Dofus. Strangely, I chose a cat. Ooh, I kind of want to play, like... I love this series, so Wakfu, because I watched Wakfu, and I watched the latest season kind of recently, and it left off on such a cliffhanger. I need to know what happens. So I am excited for that, and since I love the series so much, I want to play the game just to like see how it is. So I might like make a video on it and then post it on YouTube. Did you know that most anime characters are based on cats? I hear that. The character from Kiznaiver, Kazuma, he reminds me a lot of my own cat. Like, I don't know what happened. Lizzie. So I feel like maybe the cat who, for their faces, I know what you mean. I'm not necessarily sure if that's true. I know that some people do use cats to draw their faces. I'm not necessarily sure if their faces are actually based on cats or if that's more of coincidence. Because I feel like bunnies' faces, like bunny faces, actually match anime proportions more. But I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Who's Danica? That bevel knife in your hand. You used it for centuries and you have a name for it? Danica is still a young spirited girl. She's just unhappy to be in your hands right now. This knife has a girl's name. Either I'm going crazy or you're really crazy. I want nothing to do with this weird little knife. Here, take it back. I can't believe that having the knife is what made, like, having a name is what made the guy go like, what? Like, that's where he drew a line. He was like, I'm fine with theft. I'm fine with stealing and taking things that matter to you, even that have great significance, but putting a name on it? That's something I don't want any part of. I hear Dofus and Wakfu, they're a nice MMO. I've actually never played it. Do you speak a little French? I studied it. I really like a game where you choose your appearance. Yes! Oh, I love that. Customization is so important for me. Like, I almost don't want to play a game if I can't customize the character, to be honest. I speak as much French as I learned from TV, so like, Je m'appelle Rebecca. Or like, c'est la vie, or bonjour, bonsoir, papillon. But I don't speak French, like, not truly. I think, yeah, I think I get cooked. I do think it's a beautiful language though. Now I'm your French teacher. Oh, thank you. I love it. Thank you. I feel validated. Ah, beautiful. I don't know what you said, FW, but I'm gonna go with it. But I really like how the Miraculous theme song sounds in the original language French. I just feel like it's better than the English version. So I do listen to the French version when I can. Oh, and that one song. What's that one song? It's like dun da da dun da da dun da da dun 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 dun. And who's that one guy? Oh, he sang the Code Lyoko song. I want nothing to do with a weird old knife. Here, take it back. Yay, we got the knife back. Is this set of tools is centuries old? Yugen must be even older. That's a long time. Let's not ask someone's age. I'm gonna say that's a long time. I was busy admiring Danica. What are you all talking about? Oh, I just gave her a good oil down too. Beautiful. I don't know what's going on in chat, but as long as you're having fun. Anyway, let's escort this beautiful girl home. So this knife, I mean Danica, was her name chosen for a reason or was it random? Who the heck knows? I did French in school, but probably know more Japanese now. I know more Japanese than I know French, 100%. Master Hyugen, I'm awake and alert. You're darn lucky that we found your bevel knife. Yes, Master Hyugen, I'm awake and alert now. Really? Seems to me like you still have a long way to go. Take care, Danica. Take care of Danica. She was upset when you lost your way. She loved being held by you. She said your hands were once clean and steady, the real hands of a craftsman. She said, but then you started going to the tavern. Spend less time at the tavern. Your punishment is 5 more pints. Your punishment is 5 more pints? That's crazy. Admit your mistake to Hyugen. I'm gonna say this because I feel like admit your mistake to Hyugen makes him feel like pointed, and I feel like that's not the correct, like, we're not trying to turn him against anything, we're trying to help him, right? You are learning Japanese. I know a little bit. I did study in the past, like formally. So I went to uni and I studied Japanese for like 2 years. And then I started doing self-studying. But yes, I do like Japanese. But now my brain is thinking French, so I can't even give an example. I'm gonna say spend less time at the tavern. I'll try to restrain myself. Yeah. Yes, I understand now. So you start by melting the ice blocks on Artisan Avenue, and then move to the processing area to shape and carve the ice sculpture. Konnichiwa, watashi wa Furansu hito de genzai shigoto o shite imasu. Hello. I'm a French person. I don't know what genzai shigoto. I think shigoto is job, right? Hold on, let me Google it. I actually go to jisho.org. But it's been a long time since I did anything with Japanese, to be honest. Other than, like, anime. The present time, now. Shigoto. Yep, work. I'm surprised I remembered that, to be honest. And you're currently at work. Oh, what do you do? If you don't mind saying. So how was the ice sculpture transported to the lighting ceremony? It's huge. To make the deadline, we crafted the finished product in sections before joining them. Once a part's ready, it's shipped to where the sculpture is to be erected. Once all the pieces arrive, it's time to put the whole thing together. That's actually a very practical way to do it. What about the transport team? When do they arrive? They should have left as planned and should be here soon. They're about to be late. Is the transportation route still the same as before? But it's after midnight in France. Wow. Oh, you must work, like... Is it possible to scream for 1 minute straight? I don't have that kind of vocal cord. Oh, you're a chemist. That is brutal. Not the chemist part, but the midnight. I don't think I could work anywhere at midnight. For me, like a switch changes at like 10 p.m. I'm just too exhausted to do anything, and I'm irritated. Unless I'm at home, then I'm like a night owl. I can do anything at home. I'd rather work earlier so I can have my nights to myself. But it's after midnight. What kind of chemicals only come out at night? What? The Southern Riverfort front route? I wonder if I actually skipped that line, because I skipped it because I thought I read it already. No, the transport team said they found a better route, improved the transportation process. They're now taking the riverfront route to the south side of Cedartown. They'll be coming over the bridge on the southwest side. The Southern Riverfront route? That's a long way. Taking the mountain route on the east side and crossing the flower fields is the shortest distance. I finished 5 a.m. Now it's... Woo! You got a long way to go. I simply couldn't. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Yeah. Just kidding. I finished, I simply could not. Like, I have to work till 5 a.m. That's brutal. I could never. I'm not young, just in appearance. I mean, to me, I feel like your youth is from your heart and your energy. You know, so if you're an energetic person, you're a happy person, you just seem younger. People who smile look younger to me. So you're never old unless you say you are. I hope you don't mind I throw some of my Riz moves on you every now and then. That's a-okay. As long as it's like joking, that's 100% fine. I don't mind. It's like when you get serious that it would be weird. You know, like, hey, don't do that. No smoke, no drink. Good. I drink a little bit, I won't lie. Nothing crazy though. Lady Gretchen's wife, welcome in. I combed over the procedures, processes, and routes. Each has their own problems. I hope the transport team knows what they're doing with the improvement of theirs. I have successfully extracted the lizard from my domicile, despite the leap of faith from that balcony. It was fairly cooperative. Good, I'm glad you got him. Have you ever had guys come onto you from here annoying you? Sometimes. Some people, like, I don't know, like, they feel like they come to one of my lives, and then they join my Discord, and then they DM me, and then they start flirting. And that just, like, kind of confuses me. Like, I don't really know why you do that. I feel like Twitch, TikTok, these are not the places you should look for someone. Especially not while they're live. Like, it is a strange thing to do, in my opinion. I'm sure it works for some people. Like, I think, who was it? Like, Shady Penguin, one of the creators. They married one of their fans. So, like, it obviously happens, but I feel like just one time, you visit me one time, you stay for like 2 minutes, and then you join my Discord and then DM me. Like, that's, I don't know, it's strange. I lost mine, wasn't it green? Oh, the lizard. This seems to be the last part of the operation that needs to be checked. Then let's go to the southwestern side of Cedartown and wait for them at the bridge. Best line ever. Your teeth look like the stars, yellow and far. That's crazy. That's crazy, FW. I love it though. So no, do I think most people do this? No. But have some people done it to me before? Yes. And guess what? They're not in my lives right now. You know what I mean? Like, personally, I'm fine with joking, flirting, and you know, like, I can pretty much tell. Look, there's a transport team when you're joking, but if you're serious, that's what really throws me off. Like, what? And it's always okay to shoot your shot, but just listen to a no when it happens, you know? And hello, Yukihara! I like your name. Let's hurry up. The other team is still waiting for us. Ready for the new season? I am! I'm so excited, Yukihara. Like, I don't even know what's happening, and I don't play AFK Arena, so I don't know the story there. I have played before, but I forgot everything. We have a nice voice. Apart from that, the landscape of VTubers, people get a little weird, a lot weird. Sometimes. Personally, I haven't had that, not to an extreme that I've seen other VTubers go through. like for example, I've had one person message me asking for like I've talked about it before, but asking for a list explicit pictures, and then also like trying to like dox me, like, oh, I'll do this if you don't listen to me, like blackmail, I guess. I just blocked them, to be honest, and then they kind of stopped messaging me, and it was like a whole weird situation. It was resolved though, so I'm okay. But like that's probably the weirdest thing that has like ever happened from someone trying to flirt with me, and it was so weird. It was so weird. Have you played Red Dead Redemption 2? I have not. I have seen people play Red Dead Redemption, but I haven't played it myself. I think that's probably the weirdest situation. But I've seen other creators who had to literally like move away from their home. I forgot, what's her name? Camilla? Let me look it up. Yeah, Camilla. I remember feeling so bad for her because like they had put like a air tag in one of her like gifts or something, and then because of that she had to literally like move from her home that she had literally like her family had built the house that they live in, and I was baffled. I was like, how could you do that? Like oh, I didn't understand. Like I felt so bad for her. Yes, someone did try to break into her house. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, definitely my experiences don't match up with someone like her situation, where someone, like, literally tried to come to her house. I forgot why I was mentioning this, but it's mainly, like, weird, like, people just DMing me. Like, that's the weirdest thing that has happened, and then people trying to threaten me via DM, and it's fine. For me, it's fine. That's like the worst, and I'm okay with that. To be honest, I'll just block. I block people all the time. I haven't had anything. That's one reason why I don't ever like. I would love to be able to open a PO box or something, but I just don't think it is wise to do so because people, they try to take advantage of people. And Camilla, that story, that really like opened my eyes a little bit. I was like, no way, no way, no way. Because, like, I just don't understand. Like, they claim to be her fan, and yet they treat her like that. Like, what? I just don't understand. And, like, she's a person, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like you have to, like, lack empathy or something. Like, something has to be off. You made it in time. I'm curious to know what prompted you to alter the route on the original plan. Oh, hey, Master Hugin. Were you checking on the ice sculpture earlier? What are you doing here? I'm making my rounds across all parts of the operation and inspecting the production lines. The work ethic and the way procedures are handled were a downright disaster. Anyway, back to my question. Among all your teams, was the only one who strayed the original- you were the only one who strayed the original plan and altered the transport route. I'm curious why you did that. Have a good evening, everyone. Take care of your loved ones, especially your parents. 100%. Always show love and say hi and all of that to the people you care about and love. And thank you so much for stopping in, Yoktal. And I hope you have a great day at work, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. And that you have a wonderful rest as well. Oh yeah, it's been because during one of our earlier trips, we noticed that the temperature in White Ridge has warmed up compared to the decades past, so the river isn't fully frozen anymore. Delivery can be made more efficient if it's done by ship. Oops, I feel like I accidentally skipped a line. Of course, we tested the route many times over already. Our test reports I've compiled and filed are fully compliant with the project. That was a very good idea. I support your innovation. Really? We were so worried that you wouldn't approve of our modification. Had it been me before, I might have been resistant to the idea. But through this inspection, I've come to understand a few things. Merely adhering to procedures is empty. Design and creation are about ceaselessly learning, refining, and enhancing. The greatest inventions in this world are shaped by small, ingenious steps. If the route proves effective and makes sense, then don't hesitate to forge ahead. The guidelines I've left behind are a few years old, and it's high time we make some tweaks to keep up to date. Hey, we love to see it! Don't worry, Master Hugin. My team and I will do a good job. Alright everyone, keep up. We need to get to our final destination. It's the final countdown. Doo-doo-doo. I know he said destination, but I still think of final countdown. Yes, sir. I didn't expect you to say that, Hugin. Well, in fact, as far as Rustport... I had to look at the time. I was like, is it too late? Well, in fact, as far back as Rustport, working with her made me realize that listening to others is the first step to progress. A good discussion outshines working alone any day, and sometimes inspiration can only be born when ideas collide. Speaking of which, this is why Hugin will always be like one of the best characters. I think he's so well written, he's fun. And like, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Lightbearers, I feel like the Hugin does a really good job of being still interesting while being a Lightbearer. Speaking of which, all these procedures, mining ice blocks, manuals for melting down ice, and our transport routes, I developed them 90 years ago. I think it's time to update them. I reckon I need to get back now to a good talk with Haldor and the others. Oh yeah, and I'll also call you a few smart youngsters as well. 90 years ago? How old are you exactly? Ha! I'm taking that secret to my grave. Following the process is about finding and solves problems. What? Following the process is about finding and solves problems more efficiently. Under Hugin's guidance, the other dwarves were finally able to understand the truth. Wait, he is? That's just a lie to make the scenario seem normal. What? Oh, are you talking about like the fan? Who like literally went to Camilla's house and then like tried to like invade? That's crazy. Do you think Hugin is a good character? I love Hugin. I think he's fun. I think he's a well-written character who has a fun personality, a fun voice. We also met him in Rustport. So he's to me, he's one of the better characters in Rustport. Especially when you compare to like Hodgkin, Viperion, even Sinbad. Like, I kind of like Sinbad now, but like, dwarves are mystical beings like elves. Yeah, but I don't mean like as a whole like dwarves. I mean specifically Hugin. So we only have 2 stories left in this. I mean 2 side quests left in this season. I feel kind of scared. Like, you know, like we don't have so much time anymore. Oops, what is this? Okay. Are you guys using this? What even is this? Why would I do that? Alright. Is there anything worth getting on here anymore? I mean, huh? I mean that they live action fairly long time. What do you mean? They live action fairly long time? Oh, they live a fairly long time. It's okay. Hey darling, you here for a hot spring? Wow, Chippy can feel the stream from the hot spring from here. Isn't it tempting? You simply can't pass through White Ridge without stopping by the Frozen Paw. How about taking a dip in the hot spring? As a thank you for taking care of that nasty Hypogean. I've got a little something for you. A lifetime VIP pass to the inn. Nice. A lifetime pass? Chippy wants to live here forever. Living here might be a little too much, but we can definitely relax a bit before heading to the Hollowstone. Master, would you like to have a soak? You must be exhausted after sealing that Hypogean. It'll help ease the fatigue. Sure, let's take a break. It's about time we went. Well, only because it's free. I'm gonna say sure, let's take a break. Go on, head over now, sweetheart. We're bustling with visitors this time of year. Before you indulge in the hot spring, change into a robe. Off to the hot spring. Woohoo! Woo! Oh, there's people here. I guess she did say they were bustling with visitors. So warm. The snow is beautiful. You change your clothes and soak in the hot spring for a while. I would actually love to spend time at a hot spring. I've never been to anything like a hot spring before. Or even like a sauna. Never been to a hot spring or a sauna or anything like that. I would like to experience it. At least once, right? I've never even been to a spa before. I would like to experience it once too. This feels amazing. I swear the heat is melting all my tiredness away. But to be honest, the water is a little too deep. Chippy nearly went under a few times. Aww. Chippy's really starting to hate water. Oh, so you can sneak a peek at your bunny waifu? I won't object to it, you know? But I don't think Lorsen's gonna come up. There are some rocks in the water, just sit on them. Hey, don't call Chippy stupid. All the good spots were already taken. It's so crowded here today. We can always come back when it's less crowded. For now, let's thank the innkeeper for her hospitality. How are you feeling, sweetheart? Nice and refreshed, I hope? Totally. Night Chippy is back at full strength. Hakujians, bring it on. Oh, come now. No need for that. It's our absolute pleasure at the Frozen Paw to see you all taken care of. I was a bit worried the spring might be a little too crowded, though. It was a bit packed. Everyone wanted to soak a little longer. We barely managed to find a place to sit. This festival has brought in quite a crowd, hasn't it? This reminds me, I really need to start thinking about expanding the inn, and maybe even finding some new hot springs. You know any hot springs nearby? You're expanding? I'm gonna say... Why, yes. With all the guests coming for our hot springs, we're running out of space. Adding rooms is one thing, but finding more natural hot spring, that's the tricky part. This area is rich with geothermal wonders. I'm sure there are plenty of hidden springs just waiting to be found. You can just find a hot spring? Doesn't it have to exist? I don't know. I don't know anything about hot springs, but I mean, I guess. Like, I feel like it would be very hard to miss a hot spring. There's no simple way to track them down, and oh, it's been giving me quite the headache. Say, sweetheart, you're a mage, aren't you? Think you can conjure up a little magic to help me with that? How would I do that? There are no spells for that. It can only change the temperature. That won't do. Our inn's reputation is built on natural hot springs. We can't fake it with magic. You can dig them up. Interesting. Do you think there's a device for detecting hot springs? Like a treasure finding machine? We do know an inventor. We could ask Hugin. I feel like we must be the most annoying people to Hugin. We're just always like, Hugin, fix our problem. Hugin, what about this? Hugin, what about that? Hugin, we're curious about. But you gotta know where to look. Interesting. Like, I need to see a documentary about hot springs or something. Because, like, I don't know. Like, what is that like? How does one, like, look for a hot spring? Where do you look? Oh, right. He's in the town, and he's an expert at building strange inventions. Are you talking about that dwarf craftsman in town? Yes, Hugin is a friend of ours. He's a brilliant craftsman. Fantastic. I'm sure he could whip up something clever. Could you introduce us, sweetheart? Of course. We'll take you to meet Hugin right away. I wonder what Hugin's working on these days. Hope he's not too busy. I'm remembering the call because we were calling Hugin for the Shamira, Damon, and Niru situation, right? And it was like super late at night when we called him. Brr. It's freezing outside. How does one burr? Like, how does one cold? Like brr. I don't know. I don't understand that sound effect. Where did that come from? Brr. Is it like the shaking? Like, brr. I don't know. It's freezing. I almost missed Fireside. Hugin, are you free? We need your help with something. Oh, what timing. I was about to ask if you had any ideas for me. Some are naturally foreign, but I think if you have a decent geographical knowledge, you can discover your own. That's crazy. That's cool. My brain's freezing solid since Haldor had me carving ice sculptures. I can't think of anything fresh and exciting to make next, and it's driving me crazy. Well, let me tell you. You see, I've been dreaming of opening up some wild hot springs, but finding them, well, that's been a real puzzle. That's where you come in. I'm hoping you could whip up a little device to help detect them. A detection machine? A detection machine is not hard to make, but the tricky part is figuring out how to tell if there's a hot spring nearby. Without quantifiable data, it's impossible. Probably the sound you make when you're shivering. Interesting. I'm like trying to think of like people who are cold and what sounds they make. How about using temperature? If you could pick up significant warmth beneath the ground, we might be able to find those springs. Oh, that might actually work. Wow, Madame Greta's got more than business sense. She's got some technical ideas. Running an inn like this isn't as simple as it looks, sweetheart. She's right though, like running a business is difficult. And not only running the business, like you have to be able to market yourself, promote yourself. I haven't seen Gerda have any helpers other than Lorson, actually. And then Lorson we know is a traveler and he hasn't been here that long because we were with him in the Dark Forest. Like a few seasons before this, you know? So he's like a temporary helper. Gerda must do most of the work day in and day out and then hire temporary workers when it gets too much. So I'm pretty impressed with Gerda, even though we don't talk about like the business. If I wasn't using my head, the Frozen Paw wouldn't be where it is today, let alone expand the way we are. Oh, you're expanding your inn? It might be more of a sound to emulate the vibrating. Like, I'm trying to think, like, I'm trying to like do a pseudo shiver because I'm not cold. In fact, I'm hot. So I'm like, how does one shiver? Like, oh, is it your teeth? Wait, like, that's what they do, right? They do that like shiver, like, yeah, like your teeth grinding on each other. Like, that, is that it? You're expanding your inn? Yes, the hot springs are packed. If we don't find new ones, there won't be space for everyone. For anyone. In that case, I won't just take payment for this device. I'll need a cut of the hot spring profit too. That's crazy. Very smart though. Like he's right. Because as the person who is basically he's just asking for a license, basically. And it's in Gerda's best interest to actually give him that so that she can expand fully. Isn't that a bit much? Are you gonna charge us? I don't actually think that's a bit much. I think that's very smart. Like, because think about it. Like, for example, so there's two different kinds of purchases when it comes to like a service. And there's really. And then like, for example, it's like royalties, you know, like you would pay someone royalties for their book, for example. And like, and then also like for their service as well. So like Amazon, if I wrote a book and then I listed it on Amazon, they can take a cut of it because I'm using their service to have my book sold there. You know what I mean? So it's not unreasonable to ask for compensation, especially because Gerda is running a business. She has like budgets for certain things that she can do, and it's in her best interest. So she pays, for example, 10%. And then she makes 90%. That's not a bad idea. And it is beneficial for both people. That way Hugin's not doing work for free. I'm just gonna say because I don't think it's a bit much, and I don't think it's wrong to charge us. In fact, we should offer to pay. We shouldn't try to stiff our friends. I understand. That makes something new. That making something new isn't easy, but surely we can work out something, right? Why don't you just toss me a number, Let's get this nice and quick. So she's looking for like a work for hire thing. Finding a hot spring can make you quite wealthy, especially if you find one in a prime location. I agree. And then she's asking for, I don't think it's wrong to want to pay him a set number. She's just asking for work for hire. So like, if you're, for example, if I was hiring an artist to make a book cover for me, for my book, I could either pay them like a share in commission, like for example, like if let's actually do audiobook. So there's two ways you can get paid. You can pay you can get paid upfront. Like, I don't know if my book is gonna do good or bad, but I'll give you $200 for your voiceover work. I don't know. It's an example. And then that is like a work for hire resource. You can't really ask for anything additional on top of that. And then you sign the contract and then it's done. Or you can be like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't pay you right now, but I'll give you, I don't know, 15% of commission, like 15% of my book sales. So it might be 0 or it could be 100,000. I don't know, however much the book sells. Now you get lifetime access as a founder fee, maybe. But what if he never wants to go to the hot spring? Remember, he's from a place with lava and all that stuff. He can make his own hot spring. No, that won't do. Sure, I'm a craftsman, but I know a good investment when I see one. I'm not letting this opportunity slip by. So Gerda is asking for a work for hire resource, and he's basically like, nah, pay me. He's like, pay me what? You owe me. Don't act like you forgot. So he's basically saying, I want in. And I don't think that's a problem. I think that's fine. But if she doesn't like his agreement, she should be able to find another dwarf or anybody else to make this item. So he has the right to set a price, and she has the right to say no. So she can think about it, you know? Like, she can either say, like, yes, I think that this is a beneficial deal for both of us. Or she could say, nah, I don't like what I'm hearing. Let me go find someone else. She can do either one. So I don't think either of them are wrong. Even when she's saying, let me pay, like, a straight number. Because I'm like that, too, personally. Like, I know, like, a lot of artists, when they make commissions and stuff, they're like, oh, you can pay me at this time or something. I'm like, no, let's just call it a number. Let's call it a number, because I don't want to have to think like, oh, can I use this product for this resource or something like that. I don't like to do that personally. And then have to keep up with all these licenses I have. I buy everything for commercial use. That way, and then I get the highest tier of commercial use as well. So like if so I can make a merchandise of anything I want, basically. That's how I like to do it. So I can get everything. And I don't have to worry about all the licenses. I know that some people like to do, oh, some personal, some commercial. I'm not like that. So I'm kind of like Gerda myself. But I do understand where Hugin is coming from. Madam, I'm making a sincere offer here. Having a craftsman like me on your team would be a huge boost for your inn. Think it over. I'll be waiting for your answer. Look, he's very honorable. He's saying, like, think about it. He's not trying to push her into an answer right away. He's saying, look, this is what I can do for you, and this is how I can continue to help you. But, like, think about it. Like, he's not trying to push her. He's trying to give her a deal, a offer. Who knew Hugin was this determined to invest in the inn? What can I say? The Frozen Paw has so much potential just waiting to be uncovered. But I do see the time, so we're actually gonna raid out. And my voice is low-key sore. So we are gonna pick someone to raid to. I wonder who we're gonna raid to, though. Oh. So I see people playing Mabby, and I see people playing Repo as well. So Repo is who we raided out to last time. I'm gonna actually make a poll to see what you guys will want to see. Repo. I was about to list it as Repot, but I'm like, I don't know what Repot is. I'm gonna go ahead and start the poll. What is this Crunchyroll drop? I don't know what it is, to be honest. So go ahead and vote. Do you want to see someone play Mabby or do you want to see someone play Repo? Have a nice rest then. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm actually gonna drink some water too. Where's my water? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's my water? And I don't remember getting this brand of water. I'm confused because this is not the brand of water I had earlier. I see it. Here is the water I had earlier. Oh, wow. don't see any votes right now, so I'll just pick who I think would be good. Cause like low-key, I want to rate out to Izzy personally. I like her content, to be honest. I think she's fun. So let's go rate out to her. I also like her like engineering spirit. I know that's kind of a weird word. What is it, like innovative? Like I think she has a lot of fun ideas, and she seems like a person who really wants to do good. Like she wants to do like good things and wants to keep getting better. So I really appreciate that. And we'll be rating out to Izzy, who is doing Repel. See you guys next time. Have a good night or morning. Love you guys and stay sweet. Have a good one. Stay hydrated too. Bye bye.